Now, cryptocurrency is becoming more popular and more widely used around the entire world. However, because it's still relatively new, you may or may not know a whole lot of information about cryptocurrency. I think now is a great time to address how cryptocurrency will make the world a better place. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Campbell. We are back with another video. Now, first and foremost, if this is your first time on my channel, I just want you to do me a quick and simple favor. Please hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel continue to grow, and it puts my content out for more and more people. If this isn't your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome back to the trenches. Your boy Misha reported live, and I got some great content for y'all today. Now, to sum it up in a nutshell, cryptocurrency is basically online money, digital money. It's stored in e-wallets, aka digital wallets, or computer files. Also, cryptocurrency is tracked and transferred through a blockchain. If you don't know any of these concepts, check out some of my past videos about cryptocurrency. We've addressed Bitcoin and how it's originated, and as well as where it's come from and how it works. Blockchain technology tracks every transfer and update made chronologically. Then it stores this information cryptically so that not just anyone can see it. However, existing data cannot be changed, meaning once it's tracked and once it's updated, it cannot be changed. Bitcoin is one of the most popular and well-known cryptocurrencies out there, but there are hundreds to thousands of different altcoins also available. Not all cryptocurrencies serve the same purpose. While some have more general use and practical use, others are a little bit more unconventional in how they're developed and what they're used for. Cryptocurrency has revolutionized the world, and it's gonna be the way of the future. Y'all know I've said this a lot. I do believe cryptocurrency is the wave. I don't believe it's going anywhere, and I believe it's gonna be around for a very, very long time. Whether that be to help with technology, to pay for goods, to transfer funds, as well as just being an easier and more acceptable form of payment used widely around the world. First things first, cryptocurrency will reduce the risk of fraud. Now, fraud is one of the biggest concerns when it comes to anything relating to money, payments, or transfers. Whether that be just using your credit card on an insecure site, fraud is always something that's in the back of our minds when we're making purchases or when we're just doing business online. Even when you're doing something such as eBay or even shopping on Facebook Marketplace, there's always that small silent concern in the back of your head, wondering if you're gonna get scammed or if you'll become a victim of fraud. This is especially true for people who've been victims of fraud in the past. Because it is not directly associated with your bank, and because it is stored and transferred on a blockchain technology, it is extremely secure, and that plays a big role in reducing that risk of fraud. Now, that's not to say that fraud is still not a possibility when dealing with cryptocurrency, but what I am saying that is that cryptocurrency will continue to reduce the risk of fraud. And also because of, if you're making purchases, if you're an online business, something like that, you can't charge back Bitcoin, you can't charge back cryptocurrency. So that's something that also works in your favor, and it also saves you the hassle and the headache of people making purchases and trying to get their money back. Another way how they will continue to make the world a better place is it will increase crowdfunding. Now, crowdfunding is an increasingly popular way for entrepreneurs to pretty much raise their money. Now, investors now can make small investments instead of a few investors having to make large investments. This therefore mitigates that level of risk, which in turn will make more people comfortable investing because they will not feel like they're being scammed or a victim of fraud also. Cryptocurrency makes the world a better place in terms of making crowdfunding more popular and increasing its value. Initial coin offerings are pretty much surrounded and they're centered around cryptocurrency. It's pretty much used as a source of capital startup for most major companies. Third thing that we'll talk about is how it'll change the money transfer process. Wires and bank-to-bank transfers are faster and still more efficient. However, they still just have a long ways to go. It still takes some transfers and deposits a week to be cleared and be good to go in terms of deposits. Even when it comes to making a simple payment such as paying for bills and things of that nature, when I use my bank account and my routing number, man, sometimes it'll be like the bill will be due on the 1st and it'll draft on the 1st, but sometimes the payments don't completely clear until a whole week later. Cryptocurrency, for example, just doesn't require all the same checks and balances, which in turn increases the time in which things are done, and it just speeds up that whole entire process. Whether it be local or international transfers, cryptocurrency transfers are usually instant, meaning that they usually happen within the same hour. It also don't require any fees, and it can be tracked on a blockchain system, meaning that you can always see where your money is and how many checks and how many different times it's been deposited. The fourth thing we'll talk about is how they make e-commerce even stronger. It seems like most people make most of their purchases online anyways. Me, for example, I don't remember the last time I've went to buy clothes or shoes or anything in person. I make majority of my payments and a majority of my shopping just happens to be online, especially during the holidays. Because for one, it's more convenient and it makes shopping just way easier. Instead of having to go from store to store and even hoping and praying that a store has a certain inventory or item you're looking for, you just look online and it makes it way easier. But again, with that convenience comes the risk of fraud, because you just don't know. Not only does cryptocurrency reduce the risk of fraud for shoppers and consumers such as ourselves, but it also reduces the risk of the businesses and the people selling these things. I'll be on the lookout for Lavish, you feel me? They're gonna be on the come up by the end of this year, man. The business is going crazy, business is booming, call God. Because cryptocurrency payments are permanent, like I said, that reduces the risk of chargebacks and other things that people do illegally to kind of scam businesses and company. And it also forces a trust relationship between the consumer and its supplier. The fifth thing we talk about is how it encourages scientific advancements. We've made a lot of progress in the last 100 years in terms of scientific advancements, even when it comes to technological things such as computers, the internet, cell phones, all of those different things. But we still have a long ways to go, and I feel like a lot of the biggest and most critical things that are going on, we're not even aware because it's kept secret by the government. Cryptocurrency and blockchain technology can help reduce the amount of time that it takes because it's real time, it's really quick, it's really efficient, as well as it reduces some of the roadblocks for scientific advancements as well, because it makes things just a lot easier and a lot more efficient to go about and to deal with. These important discoveries could help make the world a better place, and it could also just advance us in terms of technology and science, again making the world and all a better place. The sixth thing we'll talk about on this list is how it keeps companies and individuals accountable. Now, unfortunately, there are numerous companies and just different individuals that follow corrupt practices, are really just unethical. And I'm sure a lot of us have dealt with them, myself included. As a consumer, we want to make sure that the businesses that we're purchasing and buying from are run with integrity and run with a certain ethics and a code of ethics in mind, so that we're getting the best out of the products that we're receiving, as well as just having a great relationship with each other. We want to make sure all of our rights are being followed and that no laws are being broken in the process. Just taking a company's word for it is not the most reliable way to go about things. And it's also it's not the easiest way to go about building up trust either, because it's kind of like, hey, in order to find that trust, you're gonna have to test the waters, and some people just aren't willing to take that leap of faith. Cryptocurrency will make the world a better place by changing this entire process. Blockchain technology, which is behind cryptocurrency, cannot be changed like traditional currency. Again, I've said this before in this video, it is permanent. Using cryptocurrency and blockchain technology keeps companies and consumers accountable. Also, it allows consumers to know more about the companies that we're buying from. And last but not least, the seventh thing we're going to talk about on this list, how it'll make foreign money and money transactions just a lot safer. In addition to just reducing risk of fraud when it comes to purchases or trading funds internationally, it'll also make the process a lot easier when making in-country transactions safer as well. When traveling to other countries, keeping cash or different types of money cards or payments can be quite dangerous, as well as it's just a lot more things to worry about and to keep mindful of when you're traveling. You have to notify your bank of when you're traveling, where you're traveling to, how long you'll be gone, and you run the risk of possibly getting declined payments because your bank's trying to help save you and prevent from fraud. And if you're in a place that's 10, 12 hours ahead of a certain country or behind, you might be trying to place a call, and it could be, business hours could be done for it. And then so you're shit out of luck because you're trying to make a purchase or even buy something and you can't, and your bank is closed at the time. Cryptocurrency is exchanged and accepted worldwide, meaning that a Bitcoin in America holds the same value as a Bitcoin in China. They're exactly the same. Compared to the Chinese dollar, I don't know what it's called, maybe yen or something like that, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, and the US dollar are completely different currencies. They have completely different value. Therefore, meaning you have to go to currency exchange, you have to do a lot of different things. It just makes the process a lot more of a hassle. Compared to if we're just using cryptocurrency, Ethereum costs and it's the same thing here than it is somewhere across the world. So now I hope you found this video entertaining, educational, or informative. This is just a quick, simple video about how I believe Bitcoin can and will change the world, and not just Bitcoin in general, I meant cryptocurrency. How cryptocurrency will change the world, and how we're really in the beginning stages of seeing the world and just seeing the future and technology change. We gotta understand, man, we are a part of history. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I need you to do me a quick and simple favor. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out for more and more people. Just a friendly reminder, man, please have those notifications on. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Again, man, I just want to say thank you to all the new faces and people continue to subscribe to my channel and show me some love. I just want to say I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love those who love me, and I'm catch y'all back in this video.